Ever wondered if your boss is a few clowns short of a circus? Sign number 1. Your boss is a meeting maniac. Yes, you heard it right, a maniac of meetings. They're the kind of person who finds joy in scheduling meetings about meetings. It's like a matryoshka doll of meetings, one inside another and another. They've got it all. The pre-meeting meeting, where the main agenda is to figure out the agenda for the main meeting. Then there's the post-meeting debrief, where we all gather to discuss what we just discussed. And let's not forget the meta-meeting, the meeting about meetings, where the quality of meeting snacks is a hot-button issue. And if you've ever sat in a high-stakes meeting, debating the fate of peanuts in the cafeteria, salted versus unsalted like it's a global crisis, then you might want to start updating your resume. Or check if you've accidentally joined a snack-themed reality show. Because your boss isn't just a meeting maniac, they're the supreme ruler of the meetingverse. Sign number 2. Your boss's emails are harder to decipher than the Da Vinci Code. You'd think you're dealing with an Enigma machine, not a simple office memo. They use abbreviations that would make a cryptographer sweat. ASAP means you're already late. FYI is code for you're on thin ice, and EOD stands for end of days. Okay, maybe that last one's a bit of an exaggeration, but you get the point. And let's not forget their font choice. Comic Sans. Yes, you heard right, Comic Sans. The font that's the equivalent of wearing socks with sandals at a fashion show? It's the typographical equivalent of a rubber chicken at a formal dinner. A font so infamous, it makes grown designers weep. So if you're squinting at your screen, trying to decode your boss's latest email while simultaneously questioning their design choices, you just might be in the Twilight Zone. Or more accurately, The Office. Sign number 3. Your boss micromanages to a molecular level. Yes, we're talking about those bosses who have a strange, almost obsessive need for control. They don't just want updates on your projects, oh no, they're far more curious. They want to know how many sugars you've put in your coffee, what brand of toilet paper you prefer, and heaven forbid if you dare to rearrange the paper clips on your desk. These bosses have a sixth sense for the trivial. They could be in a meeting across the building, but the moment you decide to take an unscheduled bathroom break, they're there, appearing in the doorway like a phantom with a clipboard. And if you think that's bad, wait until they start inventory checks. When your boss asks how many staples are in your stapler, it's not just a question, it's an interrogation, and it's definitely time to run. Sign 4. Your boss thinks they're the next Steve Jobs. Now we're not talking about the genius who revolutionized technology. No, we're talking about the kind who believes edible office supplies are the future. That's right, folks. Who needs regular paper clips when you can have ones flavored like cherry? And don't get me started on the post-it notes that double as cheese slices. Then there's the motivational screaming sessions. Forget about gentle pep talks or inspiring speeches. Your boss believes in the power of a good old-fashioned yell fest. They say it's to ignite the fire within, but the only thing it's igniting is the desire to invest in some quality earplugs. So if your boss loses the box while thinking outside of it, buckle up. You're in for a wild ride in the crazy coaster of corporate innovation. Who knows, you might just end up with a stapler that tastes like strawberries. Sign number 5. Your boss's mood swings are more thrilling than a roller coaster. One moment they're the embodiment of tranquility, spreading Zen vibes and quoting Gandhi. They're all about peace, love, and spreadsheets. But blink, and they've morphed into a full-blown Godzilla, rampaging through the office, breathing fire at the printer, and swatting at interns like they're pesky mosquitoes. It's like working with a ticking time bomb, and you never know what will set them off. Maybe it's a misplaced comma, or perhaps it's the audacity to take a lunch break. Their mood swings are the stuff of legends, and they've got the office riding the wave of their emotional roller coaster. And let me tell you, it's a ride without seatbelts. So if your boss transforms from Gandhi to Godzilla, consider investing in a fallout shelter. Or at least a good pair of running shoes. Sign 6. Your boss's dress code is straight out of a Broadway show. You see, they've turned the office into a colorful stage where business casual has been replaced by tie-dye Tuesdays. Yes, that's right, an explosion of neon colors that would make a rainbow blush. By midweek, you're thrust into Wild West Wednesdays, where cowboy hats are more common than computer mice, and it's high noon at the coffee machine. Just when you think things can't get any wilder, along comes Funky Sock Fridays. A fashion parade of the zaniest, most eye-popping socks you can imagine. Polka dots, stripes, flamingos on unicycles, you name it. The wilder your socks, the better you're standing with the boss. If your office looks like a costume party, you might be on the set of a sitcom, or maybe, just maybe, your boss is a dress code dictator. Sign number 7. Your boss has turned the office into the Big Brother house. You know, where every movement is tracked, every conversation recorded, and privacy is just a word in the dictionary that's been blacked out. You're starting to suspect that even the office decor has been recruited in this surveillance saga. Those innocent-looking potted plants? Don't be fooled. They're the boss's leafy little spies, always listening, always watching. And the water cooler? It's not just a place to gossip about the latest office romance anymore. It's become the epicenter of eavesdropping. And let's not even get started on the security cameras. They are everywhere, tracking your every move, from your heroic battle with the jammed printer to your secret candy stash raids. If you're starting to suspect the potted plant of spying, it might be time to polish that resume, or at least learn sign language. Sign 8. Your boss's idea of team building is a survival course. Now, I'm not talking about the fun, adventurous kind with a bit of harmless mudslinging and rope climbing. No, we're talking about extreme, adrenaline-pumping, heart-stopping activities. Picture this. It's Monday morning, you've barely had your first sip of coffee, and suddenly you're told that the team-building activity for the day is wrestling. With bears. Yes, that's right, bears. Not a soft, cuddly teddy bear, but a real-life, wild grizzly bear. Oh, and just when you thought things couldn't get more intense, the team-building exercise for Tuesday is trust falls. But not your average garden-variety trust falls. We're talking trust falls from the roof. Yep, you heard it right, the roof. If team building involves an insurance claim, it's probably not building the right thing. Sign 9. Your boss is a holiday fanatic. Now, we're not talking about the normal holiday cheer here, folks. We're talking about a boss who takes festive to a whole new level. For them, every holiday is a grand spectacle. They're the first to deck the office with boughs of holly, and the last to take them down. In February. But it doesn't stop at Christmas. Oh no, they don costumes for every occasion. We're talking full-blown leprechaun outfits for St. Patrick's Day, complete with a pot of gold chocolates at their desk. Valentine's Day sees them donning angel wings and a bow, shooting heart-shaped sticky notes at everyone. And let's not forget Thanksgiving. If your boss shows up dressed as a turkey, gobbling around the office, it's time to ask yourself some serious questions. If your boss dresses as a turkey for Thanksgiving, it's time to gobble up a new job. And lastly, sign 10. Your boss is stuck in a time warp. Picture this. It's the year 2024 and you're sitting at your desk, minding your own business when suddenly, your boss bursts in, waving a pager like it's the latest iPhone. You blink in disbelief as they excitedly show you the cutting-edge technology. And just when you think it can't get any weirder, they whip out a stack of floppy disks, asking if you've uploaded the latest software. You're left scratching your head, wondering if you've accidentally walked onto the set of Back to the Future. And don't even get me started on their fascination with fax machines. They gaze at it like it's a mystical relic, and you half expect them to start worshipping it. So, folks, if your boss asks about your floppy disk, you've officially time traveled. And it might be time to bring them back to the future, or at least to the present. And there you have it, folks. The top signs your boss might be a few clowns short of a circus. We've seen the Meeting Maniac who loves meetings about meetings. The email Enigma, whose cryptic messages could stump even the best code breakers. The Micromanager, who knows more about your coffee breaks than you do. The Innovative Impersonator, who's lost the box they're supposed to be thinking outside of. The Mood Swinger, who switches from Gandhi to Godzilla faster than you can say Employee of the Month. The Dress Code Dictator, turning each day into a themed costume party. The Surveillance Specialist, who makes you question if the plants have ears. The Team Builder, who believes in character building through bear wrestling. The Holiday Fanatic, who keeps the festive spirit alive all year round. And finally, the Tech Time Traveler, who's still waiting for your fax. Got any wild boss stories? Put them in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more hilarity from the Quirky Chronicle. See you next time.